Five Mind back with another video. So today we're gonna get into your AVR selection. Okay, I know we've mentioned AVR before, but now we're gonna get into it in terms of you purchasing one, what you're looking for, and how to make sure that you get a decent quality one. Now, we went over in the last video, making sure that you take your time, don't rush out and start buying the first things you see. Okay, we went over that as far as speakers with the soundbar and the home theater in a box systems. So now we need to make sure we do the same thing with the AVR so that you're prepared and you know what you're looking for when you get out to the store. Okay, so one of the things you're going to look at, one of the main things, is if you know that you're going to set up a 7.2 surround sound, or you know that you want a 7 speaker surround sound, it doesn't really make any sense to buy a 5 channel receiver. Okay. It's not going to get you there. There's no way that you're going to be able to hook that up to get the 7.2 surround sound, out of a 5.2 system. Okay. So keep that in mind when you're doing your shopping in terms of how many speakers you want. So that's one main thing. Okay, it's going to say that in big numbers right on the front. One of the main advertisements. How many speaker connections can you make with that system? The next thing is your sources. How many HDMI cables are you going to need? How many plugins are you going to need in order to get your TV, your Xbox, your PlayStation, all that stuff connected to your AVR? Now, you might be thinking you can only use the one AVR or one HDMI cable connected to your AVR. You mentioned that in another video. You're right. That particular HDMI cable is called your ACR, okay, um, or your ARC, your ARC, your audio return channel. So that particular cable is going to be the only cable that connects your TV to your audio receiver. All right. Now, you don't. There's going to be all your other HDMI connections on the back of your TV, but what you don't want to do is plug in the the audio return channel on your AVR to your TV, and then plug all your other HDMI's into the back of your TV. Why? Because that's not going to help you out. You're not going to get those good audio formats coming out of your TV. Okay, you're not going to get the Dolby Atmos. You're not going to get the DTSX. Those sort of setups coming out of your TV. So make sure you look at your equipment. You know, see how many sources that you're going to need, and then you buy those HDMI cables to go into your receiver. All right. So it's going to come from your Apple TV into your AVR, from your Xbox into your AVR. Okay. From your PlayStation into your AVR. You see the trend there? Now, after it goes into your AVR, all those good audio sources are going to come out. All the good audio quality is going to come out. And then it's going to send the video through that audio return channel. I know it's called audio return channel, but remember, HDMI does everything with one cable. It's going to send that video out through that ARC, and it's going to come to your TV. Okay, so that's how that one cable comes into play right there. Now, the next thing is to keep in mind is some of the brands have different software. Okay, some of the brands come with different tuning software in order to get your system up to par. Some of them, the Denon has the Odyssey setup, and the Pioneer has a Mac setup. Now, those are the only two brands that I've actually dealt with personally. So I haven't dealt with the Marantz or the Yamaha. I believe the Marantz uses the Odyssey as well, but I can't officially comment on that since I never actually had one or had the privilege of messing with one. Now, that's important because some of the setups are better than others. Some of the functions are better than others. So that's something that you need to keep in mind when you're looking. Look at some other reviews some other videos that specifically talk about the Mac or the Odyssey setup. And then when we get to that point, then I'll go over some of the more key functions after the setup, some of the adjustments that can be made to make your system sound 100%. So um, make sure that you leave a comment below because I want to know if you guys have speakers that hook up to an AVR right now, or if the AVR is going to be your very first step. If the AVR is going to be a step that you can make and you can plug in your other speakers, you'll be good to go for a little while. That'll make a huge difference. You'll be getting a new AVR, new outputs, better wattage. So that's something to keep in mind. Another reason to step up in your AVR section. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. I'm going to come out with the next one with your next steps, your next purchases. So do the research, take your time, make sure that you plan each step accordingly. And now that we got the AVR out of the way, we'll move on to the next steps. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.